What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Uh, this one today we're going to be doing an album review, and the album we will be reviewing is DSU by Alex G, my favorite artist and probably one of my favorite albums by him. DSU is a perfect album in my opinion. I'm just going to go ahead and get this out the way. I'm not going to be like fucking Anthony Fantano, make you wait till the last second of the video until I casually spit out that it's a 10. I think the DSU, in my personal opinion, is a 10 out of 10 album. Not a single skip, not a single bad song, not a single mediocre song. All the songs are great, in my opinion. And I just want to talk about that for a little bit here and ramble on about why I love this album so much and then just review it overall. I think the album is just so good at... It's the album the guy Alex G signed. He just puts on display all of his skills and everything he's good at in this album. And I think one thing he's amazing at that I don't see that many people talking about is he just puts these little sounds in the songs and you barely even notice them, but they just add so much. I'm going to use Harvey for example. In Harvey, there are two background sounds that you barely even notice, but they add so much to the song. If they weren't there, Harvey wouldn't be the same song. It wouldn't be as good as it was, in my opinion. It's when you're listening to it, I recommend listening to any Alex G album with headphones in because of those noises that you just wouldn't be able to recognize if you're listening to it on a speaker or just on your phone speaker or something. There are very little details to the song, but they just add so much. On Harvey, it's like a little... I probably sound really stupid when I do that, but I think you get the point. It's just like... I think it's a glass slide on a guitar, on one of the higher strings or something like that. It's just... It adds so much, and he does that with so many different songs. And he also will use his keyboard and add noises that just add so much. He's so good at just adding so much to the song that you would never think to do. I think one song that on DSU, what he also does is he uses voice filters a lot, and I think it's really cool. You don't really find that many artists who are able to or willing to experiment to this level. Alex G is such an experimental artist, and he's just such a great artist overall. I think my favorite song off the album is definitely Black Hair. I don't know what it is about that song, but I've loved it ever since I heard it. The opening part, the chorus, everything about it, the riff. I love that song so much. It's my favorite song off that album. Probably right in front of... fuck, man. Honestly, it's really hard to pick. I just know that Black Hair is my favorite. I just love every single song off the album. I'm scrolling through the track list right now, so I don't forget anything. Every single song on this album is perfect, in my opinion. Alex G is just my definitive favorite artist of all time. He's what got me into taking the guitar seriously, wanting to learn all of his songs, stuff like that. And he's such an amazing artist, and he's so smart. And I love how he's willing to experiment with it all. I think it's definitely the first album that any person wanting to get into Alex G should listen to. I think either that or Race. Race is also a really good album. It's up there with some of my favorites, and I think it also puts on display some of his earlier skills and stuff. I think Race just is really good at capturing the silly little goofiness that Alex G can hold. Like Trash, for example, the little keyboard riff and everything, it's just silly. It's fun, and I love that song, and I love that album too. It's probably up there with my favorite Alex G albums. But we're talking about DSU right now. I don't know how to really go through and get in depth with all the songs because I'm just going to say the same thing over and over. They're perfect because I think the album is perfect. But I'll pick... Man, I can't even pick three favorites. I'm going to talk about one song in particular, though. Not Black Hair. I want to talk about Sorry. Sorry just has this hauntingly beautiful-esque to it. Same thing with Harvey. Harvey also has that same vibe, but I think Sorry captures it a lot better. It's the quiet yet really sad, scary guitar riff. It just sends so much emotion into your brain, and it's just such a good riff. And there's this one video, if you haven't seen this live, I definitely recommend it. He's playing in front of a crowd. It's just him with an acoustic guitar and a mic, and someone yells out, "Play Sorry," and then he kind of goes stupid for a minute. He just, sorry. And then he starts playing, and the crowd goes silent. It's just that much of a hauntingly beautiful song. Icehead is another great song. I love I love any song off of DSU where he's using the voice filters. I think it's so unique, and you just genuinely don't see any other artists doing that. It's just such a unique thing, and it adds so much to Alex G as an artist. He's still doing stuff like that to this day. I mean, in his newest album, God Save the Animals, there were a lot of experimental tracks off there. That's also another great album, and I do plan on reviewing every single one of his albums, just putting all my thoughts out there. I think God Save the Animals is way too overhated, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Another song, another great song off of DSU, like all of the songs, is After You're Gone. That song is so beautiful. I love that song so much. That song live is also amazing. I love how Alex G does this thing where over time he deconstructs his songs and he'll play them. Let's say you want to watch an Alex G live from 2015. He might play one song completely different than he does now because he's just always thinking about what he could do to better his songs. And I think that's what makes him a great artist. For years to come, he could probably fully remaster an album and it could sound every single song could almost sound not completely different, but they could have unique new parts to them, and that's just part of Alex G's charm. If you're listening to trying to think of one song that he's deconstructed, he has a really good Kicker live. Let's say you're listening to Kicker, just the studio, didn't record in the studio, just the home recording or whatever, just the Spotify recording. You get bored of it, you want to go listen to it live. His recent Kicker lives sound just that much different to where you just can't get bored of him. And then you go back a couple years, let's say 2018, 2019, listen to him play Kicker. It's different from 2023. It's just, that's the kind of artist Alex G is, and I think that's what makes him so admirable in that aspect. Yeah, that's about all I want to say because I don't want to keep going on and saying the same things. But I am going to go off and talk about myself here for a minute. I plan on keeping these videos unscripted, and I plan on trying to do 1 to 2 videos every single day because I have a lot to talk about. I'm just trying to see where this goes, what I can do with this. This is just a completely fresh channel away from any content I've ever made before, and I just want to see where this commentary, rambling, yapping shit goes and see if anyone is interested in it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you subscribe, thanks for subscribing. If you like, thanks for liking, and comment down below what you think I could do to better the videos. Thanks. Bye.